Hello, my name is Alexandra Šimková and my project is called Nature's Pharmacy. At first, I would like to tell you about the importance of using natural medicine. Firstly, it's better for our body because we don't put unnecessary chemicals into our body and it has fewer side effects. Next, it keeps tradition. We have them from our grandmas and they have it from their grandmas and we can go further that way. It can be also more affordable and available because we can have herbs in our garden, and if we don't, it's mostly cheaper than the pharmaceutical products. Of course, it's more ecological because we don't use the chemicals and it don't produce pollution like the medicine packaging. After all, it can be educative for us because we create it on our own, so we kind of study about the plants or whatever we use. Healthful herbs. We have like thousands of them, but I pick the ones we grow at home. First, I have here is lavender. It's my mom's favorite. It has a wonderful smell, so it's mostly used in the cosmetics, also because of its calming effect. Lavender helps with the pain relief. My small tip is to use dried lavender in some pillowcase or fabric and put it in your bed. You will have a pretty good sleep. Mint is used in much medicines, mostly because it helps with digestion, but it's also good for stress and fatigue relief, so it can be useful in this whole season for many students. It can be healthier substitute for coffee. Next, we have echinacea. It prevents cold, flu, and infections. It's good for immune system, especially in this fall and winter season. Chokeberries. They aren't mostly taken as the herbs, but because of their benefits, I think we can talk about them as well. They help with heart and blood vessels health and overall with gut health. For me, they are the most disgusting berries because of their bitter taste. And the last, sage, is anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, but it can be poisonous in bigger amount. That's the thing that would be great to warn about. Even if this is a natural medicine, in big amount or a bad combination, it could harm you, so you shouldn't be careless about it. So we can move on to specific recipes. I chose the ones close to my family. These are the most simple and probably one of the oldest medicine. You can ask how herbs in boiling water can be helpful, but they really are because the hot water is good for stomach and in a combination with the benefits of herbs it's something like a miracle. There is many variations of them. Example: parsley tea, which my colleague always drinks, rapeseed tea, nettle tea, linden tea, and last but not least, my favorite mint tea, etc. Badger ointment isn't something popular that would many people use. My grandma used it when my mom was ill because she has asthma. She massaged it on her chest and it helped. It was something like a family first aid kit, so they always had a jar of it in the pantry. My granddad is a hunter, so they had access to it, but in these days it can be kind of rare. Another recipe is really well known, I think. It's an onion syrup, which can be considered as typical Slovak recipe. It helps with coughs, cold, and flu. People use it like a first help before they went to doctors. Preserved chokeberries are something that almost every grandma has in her pantry. They have longer shelf life, so they're used for months. They are healthiest among all berries. Little fun fact is that in Slovak folk culture, having a chokeberries bush next to your house was a symbol of protection. I also have here a quote from Anne Wigmore that says, "The food you eat can be either the safest and most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison, which is truth that not many of us understand. In the end, my goal is to increase people's awareness of natural recipes and their use. Help nature by not using unnecessary chemicals. Help our body by healing it with natural medicine. Show importance of knowing what we take into our body and create an output that everyone could benefit from it. Thank you for your attention. Hello, so I would like to welcome you into the second part of this video where we are going to prepare the onion syrup we talked about before. So at first, the main ingredients you are going to need is the onion by itself and some honey, and that's all you are going to need. If you would like to add some your ingredients, for example some herbs or lemon, you can. The first thing you need to do is to cut your onion into smaller pieces. Then you grab a container or a glass or jar, whatever you want to put it into, and you put the onion into it. Next, you take 2 or 3 spoons of honey and put it to your onion. Then you just cover it with something and let it be. You can put it next to a hot place, for example a fireplace. And that's all. You saw that it wasn't anything really difficult, you had it within a few minutes. So I hope it will help you the next time you will feel sick. And that's all from me. Have a blessed day.